Hi everybody, it's Catherine from In the Pink Designs. I hope you're having a good day. I don't have my host code because I have a new one, so I didn't print it out yet, but it is J36EWDJX, all capital. And I will put it below, and I'll also put it on my Facebook group, which is In the Pink Designs by Cathryn Paper Crafts group, which you can just join. There's no questions or anything like that. You can just join it. All right, today I'm making this treat box that opens like this. I had to use these very strong adhesives because I ran out of the 5/8 inch, but the little ones weren't going to cut it. So 5/8 round ones are the best. These are a little too strong, but this holds 3 or 4 truffles inside, and I got some new ones so they're not all funky and melted. I used the Sweet Gingerbread stamp set along with the Gingerbread House dies. Alright, also the layering circle dies for the background circles here. I used some of the specialty Vellum, Snowflake Vellum on the outside, and on the inside I used the Host Celebrate Everything Host Designer Series paper. Alrighty. So what we need for this, I'll show you the inks because there's quite a few inks. I used Crumb Cake, Melon Mambo, Balmy Blue, and Polished Pink. Alrighty. And we need some basic white for stamping. We need a piece of polished pink cardstock that is 11 by 8 1/4. We need 2 pieces of the Host Designer Series, Celebrate Everything Host Designer Series paper that are 3 3/4 by 3 1/4, and 2 pieces of the Snowflake Vellum, specialty Vellum, that are the same, 3 3/4 by 3 1/4. We need 2 of the circles cut out using the layering circle dies, one from Polished Pink that is about 2 5/8, and a scalloped one from Melon Mambo, which is about 2 3/4. And we need one of the clouds out of basic white, and that is cut from the Gingerbread House dies. Alrighty. Okay, so let's start with our cardstock and our Simply Scored. Okay, so we're going to start on the 11-inch side, and we're going to score at 1/2, 4 1/2, 5 3/4, and 9 3/4. Then we're going to turn it to the 8 1/4 inch side, and we're going to score at 1 1/4 and at 4 3/4. Okay, now I'm going to fold and burnish all the score lines. Okay, and how I have this is that the skinniest rectangle is on the left-hand side, and then there is a 1 1/4 inch strip on the bottom and on the right-hand side. And this is what we're going to be doing. I put some pencil marks in there because I screwed up a little, but don't worry about this extra score line there. We don't need to worry. Alright. And this piece here, you can take your polished pink circle out of, so you don't have to waste. Alright, so we're going to start over on the left where the skinniest rectangle is. We're going to go to the first score line, cut it to the first score line, and wedge up into the skinny rectangle above it. We'll go to the next score line, cut it to the first score line, next score line, cut it to the first score line, and wedge each side of the square. Okay, we're going to go to the next score line, cut it to the first score line, and wedge each side of the square. Okay, now we're going to turn it to the other side so that your skinny rectangle is on the right hand side. What we're going to do is count 1, 2, 3 score lines and cut it to the first score line, and then we're going to take these 3 pieces off said, you can use this piece to cut out your polished pink circle. That is about 2 5/8. Okay, then we're going to go to the next score line, cut it to the first score line, and then wedge up into that skinny rectangle there. And this is what your cardstock should look like after you're done scoring it and cutting it. Okay, now I'm going to take some tear and tape and put it on what's left of the skinny rectangle right next to it. And oops, I'm going to take my take your pick tool and I'm going to get the backing off and then roll back any extra tape that went over the edges. So then we're going to flip it over, flip the side with the tape, and flip the other side to meet it. Okay, now this is our back. So we're going to put the sides down. I'm going to get my liquid glue. And I'm going to put a little bit, just a little circle of glue on each tab. And then I'm going to put the back down. And then I'm going to put more glue on the back of the front flap here. I'll put that down and just make sure that it's nice and straight and just hold it a minute. Then turn it over and use your bone folder or your take your pick tool to push down those tabs inside and make sure they're flat. Alright, and then we're going to just run our fingers down the sides. And then we're going to push with our pointer in the middle and squeeze the rest. And that's your box. Okay. Alrighty. Now, let's get our DSP. We're going to put the Snowflake Specialty Vellum on the front and the back, and how I'm going to attach this is I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to put glue where I can see the snowflakes are, and it will be relatively covered. You don't need it all over, we just need it in some really good spots too. In the middle, the house and the circle are going to be, so you can put a good amount in the middle. Alright, and then I'm just going to put it right down flat and just push on it. Okay, there you go. Looks pretty good, right? Alright, and we're going to do the same on the back piece. Alrighty, and then our two pieces, I'm sorry, all four pieces are the same size. They're 3 3/4 by 3 1/4. And then this is the Celebrate Everything Host DSP, but you can put it whatever you want on the inside. Alright, and then we're going to just let that dry a minute, and we're going to do some stamping. Alright, so we need our piece of basic white, and let's start with Crumb Cake. And we're going to be doing the actual house. You could use your stamp apparatus for this too, but it comes out pretty nicely. Alright, and that's it for the crumb cake. Then we want to let the crumb cake sit a minute. So let's do Balmy Blue. And we're going to do the inside windows. and also 2 of the lollipops. Okay, and just make sure you leave enough room for your dies. Also, for the Balmy Blue, we need the cloud that we cut out, and we're going to use the sentiment, "Have a Sweet Christmas," and we're going to put that right in the middle of the cloud. Okay. All right, then we're going to do polished pink, and we're going to do the roof. And the heart. Great. And then we're going to take Melon Mambo and we're going to do the door. And then the scrolling work on the house. And I'm going to go down from the top probably 3/8 of an inch, just so that we can fit the roof on there, and put the scroll work down. Okay. And that's it for stamping. And then I'm going to use all the corresponding dies from the Gingerbread House dies, and I'll be right back. Okay, there's our house, our roof, our door, our heart, and the 2 lollipops. Okie doke. Alright, now I'm going to attach my 2 circles together. Remember, the polished pink was about 2 5/8, and the Melon Mambo scalloped was about 2 3/4. Cut them using the layering circle dies, and I'm just going to put them together. Alright, and then I'm going to get some dimensionals, and I'm going to put it on the back of the house. Also going to use a side of one to get the chimney. And I think I'll put some in the sides here, just because it's going to fold a little bit. And then I'm going to put it right in the middle of the circles. Alrighty, now I'm going to take the roof and I'm going to glue that on, and I'm going to glue the heart right above the door, and then the door. Okay, and then we're going to bring in the box. And I have to use these strong ones. I don't even know where I got these, but I'm going to put one side down, and then I'm going to peel the backing off of this top one. These ones they come together, but they're a little bit strong for this. I'm going to put my 1, 2, 3, 4 truffles in there, and then I'm just going to make sure that it closes nice and straight. Press it down and then pull it up gently. Yeah, these are really strong. Holy moly, these are strong. Okay. And so 5/8 inch low profile adhesive Velcro dots are really the way to go for this. I'm not going to press it that hard. Okay, then I'm going to take my sentiment, and I'm going to put it right here. Have a sweet Christmas. You can put it up here too if you want to. Okay, then I'm going to close it again. And you could glue this on, but I think I'm going to, I don't know, what am I going to do here? Yeah, this one I put dimensionals on. I think I'm going to glue this one. All right. I'm going to put it down. I'm just going to glue everything. I'm going to get it all the way around the edges so that when I glue it down, it really adheres. I'm just going to put it in the middle and hold it for a little bit and push on it hard. All right, and then I'm going to close it and push it. Okay, yeah, you have to hold it a little while. And you know what, I think it's going to have a hard time, so you might want to put dimensionals, but what I'll do is I'll take the backing off of a dimensional. This one I did use dimensionals on. I think that's the better way to go. I wanted to try out the glue. See, it's coming right off. And now I bet you I won't be able to put a dimensional on it. Oh, I can. Alright, so I'm going to put it back on. And I'm going to put a dimensional on the top because that's the part that really wants to come up. But I would suggest putting it all on with dimensionals because it's stuck really nicely. Alright. Alright, and then I'm just going to add my little lollipops on the sides. And it just hangs off the side of the circle a bit. Now I'm going to tie a bow with some iridescent ribbon. Okay. Alrighty. And then I'm going to choose which side I want. And I'm going to get some glue dots. I might take your pick tool. Put two glue dots and a dab of glue in the middle. And put it right next to the circle on the top left corner. And trim this one down just a little. Maybe this one a little too. All right. Now for the final touch, I'm going to get some Rhinestone Basic Jewels and the sticky side of my Take Your Pick tool. And I'm going to put one right in the middle, that little squiggly at the top. One in the bottom of the S shape on both sides. And one for the doorknob. I think that's really cute. And it opens and you have your truffles inside. Alrighty, if you have any questions, my email is below. Don't forget my new host code is listed below and also on my Facebook page. Please subscribe and hit the like button. And if you would like to purchase anything, the link to my shop is down there, also along with the link to my blog that has the measurements. Alrighty, everybody have a great Thanksgiving, and I will probably not have a video up on Friday. I'm going to spend some time with family, and I will see you next week. Have a great Thanksgiving again. Bye.